Good, mostly sunny. Temperatures will be warm in the 70s to near 80 each afternoon. Saturday night, mostly clear skies in the mid-50s. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. 22 people have died after a stampede at a railway station in Mumbai. Iraq says it's suspending international flights to and from the Kurdistan region as tension rises after Monday's independence referendum. Spanish police have blocked a warehouse containing ballot boxes to be used in Sunday's independence referendum in Catalonia, and 17 soldiers are believed to be dead after Somalia's Al-Shabaab militant group attacked a military base near Mogadishu.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning to everyone out there. It is Friday. I don't know about you, but I've been looking forward to this all week. I know I say that every Friday, but you all just don't know. For those of you who have had a hard work in school or class, you know what I'm talking about. So Friday. All right, so you're tuned into Community Conversations with Quabila Harden, and my very special guests today are from Arkansas State University. They are from the Volunteer ASTATE Council. I have Mr. Peyton DeShazo, Miss Anna Teets, and Mr. Jack Barron. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so we can't thank you all enough for joining us today. We got them in very quickly. Thank you, Mr. Tom Moore and Miss Katie Province from Arkansas State University for helping make this possible. So today we're going to be talking all about the Volunteer ASTATE Council, their activities they are involved in, some of their partnerships they've made. But first we want to get to know the students here. So Mr. Payton, we'll go around the table.
All right.
Starting with Mr. Payton, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I'm a junior here at Arkansas State University. I'm a chemistry major, and my role in Volunteer ASTATE is I'm the community special events chair.
Okay.
So I work to connect the students of ASTATE with the Jonesboro community.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that. Community events chair. I'm sure you stay really, really busy.
I try to.
Alrighty. Miss Anna.
Hi, I am a sophomore and I study strategic communications and marketing.
Okay.
And for Volunteer ASTATE, I am our public relations chair. So I help to get people involved in our activities, and I work the email list and things like that.
Oh yeah, you stay really busy as well. A lot of behind the scenes work.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is very important. Alrighty, thank you. And Mr. Jack?
Oh yeah, so I'm a senior here at Arkansas State as well. I'm a strategic communications major and minor in marketing, and I am the co-chair for the Volunteer ASTATE Food Pantry. And so we're actually in the middle of launching a huge fundraiser that starts on Monday. So it's exciting time.
And we're definitely going to talk about the fundraiser because we want as many people as possible to be involved in this project. And we're going to definitely talk about some of your sponsors and partners along with this project. But I want the individual listeners and viewers to get to know more about what Volunteer ASTATE is all about and what, your purpose is.
Right. So, what Volunteer ASTATE does is we work to increase awareness and student engagement in regards to volunteer opportunities in the community and the region. So if there's an event coming up in Jonesboro that they need volunteers, they'll reach out to Katie, and then so that will be able to pass it on to us so we can be able to help get volunteers and also be able to give back because they probably helped Arkansas State in some way.
Okay. And I want you all to express why you decided to join this particular organization. I mean, there are so many out there and there's other things you could be doing, but something had to draw you to this.
Well, volunteering is just really important to the community. Without volunteers, there'd be a lot of things that just wouldn't get done.
Okay.
And also, like me personally, I have a passion for volunteering. Like when I was young, like growing up in church and stuff, it's just always been something that I've done. So
that's
kind of
awesome.
how I got started into it.
That's awesome. Thank you. All right, Miss Anna.
Well, for me, like, I got introduced to it when I was just becoming a freshman, and then since then I've just been getting more involved, and I was lucky enough to be on the council, but like it makes me happy and it humbles my heart, and with all the stress of school, it's great to come back to that and realize that what's important and what's not.
Okay, alrighty. And Mr. Jack?
Well, what volunteer means to me is that I will be able to help give back, even though there's businesses that don't have a lot of funding, so they don't have the people to do what needs to be done. And so I want to be there to help a business or help a nonprofit to be able to get their mission accomplished.
You know, there are statistics that have shown that volunteer hours have been very beneficial to business, like you say. They don't have the funding. I don't have the exact numbers, but there is statistics available that shows how much in dollar amounts volunteer hours equate to. So all of these organizations, nonprofit organizations especially, really appreciate all of the volunteer hours that you all put in. So selflessly, I would say, it takes very special people to volunteer. So we really thank you for all the hard work that you put in. So let's talk about some of your past events, and then we'll get into the one that's coming up, and just share how those events went. You know, what was the feedback from the community?
All right. Well, our first event this year, we did a ASTATE Serve Day. Every month we do a ASTATE Serve Day, which is a day where the students of Arkansas State University have the opportunity to either serve in the community of Jonesboro or serve on campus.
Okay.
Our first Serve Day was it was on campus, where we went around and in groups and like picked up trash and stuff, and cleaned up places on campus just to help make everything look better. Okay,
so is that one-time event, or is it reoccurring throughout the year?
We do a different ASTATE Serve Day every month, so that was just our one for August.
Okay, and so can anyone from the community come out and participate with you all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you post on social media when you are getting ready for these serve days?
Yeah, we have a social media chair, and she does a really good job of posting and making graphics and stuff like that, letting everybody know.
Okay, so I will let you all know that they are on Instagram. I found them this morning. And so do you have a Facebook page as well?
Do we?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page and a Twitter page, Volunteer ASTATE. Yeah.
All right, so go look them up, go follow, like, whatever, and keep up with whatever they have going on so you can be ready for their next serve day to get involved in that. And we do have a shout out on our Facebook live stream from Katie Province. Katie. She said, yay, Volunteer ASTATE, y'all are the best. So thank you, Miss Katie. Okay, so you all have the ASTATE Serve Day. And so what are some other things that you all do?
We try to get involved with the community as well. Our second Serve Day was in the community. We went to, in September, we went to City Youth, and that's a big one that we're involved with. They're always really good about letting us come in there and volunteer. So they're really easy to work with.
So do y'all play with the kids?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they really enjoy that. Mm-hmm. What is your favorite thing to do at the center?
My favorite thing is anything with Red Cross.
Red Cross,
mm-hmm.
Okay.
We had a blood drive recently, 2 weeks ago, I think, and we got 133 units of blood, so...
That is awesome. People don't realize how important it is to donate. Mm-hmm. And then I would say O positive. Yeah. It's one of the most needed because it's one of the universal donors.
Right.
And I need to give myself a slap because I need to get in there. I'm O positive.
Yeah, mine too.
Alrighty. Miss Katie, what is one event or activity that you've been involved in that, you know, you've gotten a lot of joy out of?
Honestly, the food pantry that we have, we volunteer each week, certain hours of it, and I just love that.
Okay.
Like helping the people who are in need, and then just putting time in there, and I don't know, I love it. It's humbling.
Okay, Mr. Jack.
I would probably agree with the food pantry. because I am the co-chair. So no, I'm just kidding. I think the food pantry, because it's really important that we have it on campus, because it's not just for students, but it's also for faculty and staff. So you can help everybody on campus. So it's really awesome to see people come in there and just like utilize it to the full extent that we offer. So,
well, let's talk more about the food pantry, because I remember being on campus many years ago, and I don't remember that option being available. And as a student, money's low. Yeah. The cafeteria closed at a certain time, but that doesn't mean you don't get hungry after hours. And you just don't want to waste your money on junk in the snack machines, or if you don't have a vehicle to go off campus, your options are very limited. So talk about how the food pantry got started, and what was the inspiration behind that?
So I think it was roughly 3 or 4 years ago. Okay. It was with SGA. They made a resolution to start the food pantry, and so they got the food pantry started because they saw there was a need to help college students, because statistics show that roughly 1 in 4 college students are considered food insecure, and so they saw that there is a need. And then here in just a month alone in September, we served 201 total household members. So how that is broken down into is, if somebody comes in, they'll fill out how many people live in their family. So if somebody comes in, they'll say we have like 4 people in our family, so we'll be able to provide enough food for their whole entire family. So just in the month of September, over 200 people, and September is now over just about. So it's just a continuing higher number each month. So
that is really wonderful. During the holiday time, for the students that stay on campus, do you put together special packages or anything for them, or make deliveries?
Yeah, we have it's actually a holiday bag that we'll hand out to students, faculty, and staff who ever come to the food pantry.
That is really wonderful. Now, please tell us where the food pantry is located, and the hours of operation.
The food pantry is located next to the football stadium, like the practice field. Okay. And it's in a little round building.
I think it's the old girls soccer locker room.
Okay.
That's where that used to be.
Okay, so next to the old football,
the new field house.
The new field house. Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. Okay, and then what are the hours of operation?
It's Monday and Thursday from 12:45 to 5:30.
Okay.
And to come to the food pantry, all you'll need is a ASTATE issued ID.
Okay.
So it has to just be an ID from Arkansas State. So.
Alrighty. So, if anyone out there listening knows anyone that needs a few extra food items in their dorm room, or if they live on campus, now that's another thing. Do they have to live on campus? Of course, faculty don't, but for students, do they have to live on campus?
No, they do not.
Okay, so just make sure you have a student issued a state issued ID. Come between Monday through Thursday from 12:45 to 5:30.
It's not Monday through Thursday. It's just Monday or Thursday.
Monday or sorry, Monday or Thursday. Okay, alrighty. So somehow you have to keep food stocked up in the pantry. So tell us how you go about doing that.
We usually do a lot of on-campus food drives between different groups, like different colleges or different sororities and fraternities. They'll do food drives. And then this will bring us up to our next one, which is Banking Out Hunger, which is like the first ever food drive between banks here in the community.
Wow.
So that's going to be a really big event. We have 9 banks participating. So.
All right, so we have Integrity First Bank, Iberia, First National, Focus, Centennial, Bear State, Simmons Bank, Southern, and First Security Bank. Wow, we want to thank them for supporting this cause. So how much work did it take to go? How much work went into making these phone calls, getting people on board, just organizing this whole event?
Well, with our co-chair, Cassidy, who is not here right now, her and I, we did a lot of emailing, a lot of calling, and a lot of driving around to banks. And today, actually, because Monday is the kickoff day. So we will be going around to all the banks today, like dropping off totes and money cans.
Okay.
And we have 20 branches.
20 branches.
Participating.
Oh my God.
So it is a very big task that we took on, but the whole entire Volunteer ASTATE Council has been very supportive and helpful to get this all organized, because it's been in the works for like the last 3 months. So it's a big challenge, but we took it on, so we're really ready to see the outcome, because we have a plaque that whichever bank wins will be presented a plaque.
Okay, so a little friendly competition going on.
Yes, that's what we call it, a friendly competition. So we really want to see which bank's going to come out on top, and of course we're really thankful for every bank that's participating. But we want to see which one is going to bank out hunger. So.
All right, and so if any of you out there bank at any one of these particular banks, if you see the box or can or whatever, make a contribution to your bank, so help them win this prize, win this plaque for banking out hunger. So this starts October 2nd through the 12th, and so tell everyone, like, how are you going to do some type of big kickoff, maybe some live streaming, or just something special each location, or as many locations as possible?
So what we're doing is, like, we let each bank decide on how they want to market this to their customers.
Okay.
So that's part of the competition, is how the bank is going to utilize their marketing department on how to get the most items needed. So $1 is one item and one can is one item. So if a bank gets 8,000 items between dollars and cans, is what we will mark down. So if one branch gets 8,000 items, for example, if Centennial Bank's 3 of their branches get 8,000 items apiece, you add them all together, and the Centennial Bank will get the items. So it's really the bank as a whole is how we count off the items.
Okay.
And so we do dollars and cans. So like I said, $1 is one item and one can is one item.
Alrighty, so those of you out there, you looking for something to do, something to get involved in, this is your perfect opportunity to help bank out hunger.
Yeah, so we have we plan next week to post on social media every week, every day for like the next 2 weeks. So everybody's going to be seeing Volunteer ASTATE presents Banking Out Hunger. It's not going to go away until October 12th. So it's going to be all over social media, and then we have some few other press events coming up. So.
Alrighty. Now, will you all make special appearances at any one of these locations?
So, like, the plan is we're going to go, when each bank calls for us to pick up, one of the council members are going to go to the bank to pick up. And we also, on Monday, we will be out just going around to each bank, making sure everything is going good for, like, the kickoff day. So we have a lot planned for that Monday, and we're going to take pictures with everybody at the banks and post them on social media. So
you're all going to need a truck and some muscle to live.
Yeah, and a logistics team and all that.
Alrighty, so we can't thank you all enough, and I hope that everyone out there listening or watching our live stream gets involved. Go to your bank, make a donation of money or canned good items. Let's help out Volunteer ASTATE. They are doing a wonderful thing. And it goes back to the community. It goes to help the students. It goes to help the faculty, those who may fall short, in between pay or after hours when their cafeteria is closed. We don't want the students to go to class hungry the next day. Some may not make it to the cafeteria for breakfast, so they need something in their room, to snack on in between, to get them to the next step, the next phase. I'm sorry. So. Participate, donate. Come on, y'all. And if you have any questions or comments for these students concerning Volunteer ASTATE, give us a call, 870-277-1080, or leave us a message on our Facebook live stream. We have another message from Mr. Adrian Everett. It says, awesome work that you all are doing, Volunteer ASTATE. Let's bank out hunger. Thank you. Thank you, Adrian. So we would love to hear from more people that have been involved. Miss Katie, if you're still listening out there, we would love for you to call in or share some of your insight and your experience working with these young people. I know she had lots of stories to tell. How long has she been working with you all? Or has she been with us from the beginning?
She's been with our group from the beginning. I don't know how long she's been with the Volunteer ASTATE.
Okay. So we're going to take a break in about a minute or so. We want to talk about some more events and some more partners. If you want to learn more about them, you can go to www.astate.edu and type in the search bar either Volunteer ASTATE or Volunteer, and you'll find their page, and it gives more information about some of the local nonprofit agencies that they work with, what have partnered with, also their phone number, where they're located in the student union. The volunteer, Miss Katie's office is located in the student union, and also an address. And so we want to talk a little bit about, when we come back from our break, though, we're going to get into some of the nonprofit partners that you have made. You talked about City Youth Ministries, and which is one that you work with a lot. The American Red Cross.
American Red Cross is always good.
Concerning the blood drive, but we want to get into some others and talk about some of the things that you have done with, like ASTATE Disability Services or American Cancer Society. I see Crowley's Ridge Development Council. There's so many different partners on here that you have made. So we're going to talk a little bit about each one of those when we come back as time permits. So you're tuned into Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Mr. Peyton DeShazo, Anna Teets, and Jack Barron from Arkansas State University, Volunteer ASTATE. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Men, want to have a better relationship with your wife? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Every couple will face difficulty and disagreements. One of the best remedies for marriage conflict is marriage communication. Asking great questions and listening to your wife's answers is so important to having a better relationship. So here are 10 questions to ask your wife every year. First, ask, what do you think is going right in our relationship? Positive affirmation will encourage both you and your spouse. Next, ask, where would you like our relationship to be this time next year? There's always room for improvement, so be honest in sharing how you both want your relationship to grow. For more questions to ask your wife each year, check out allprodad.com. Remember, your family first.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Attention members and guests, KLEK 102.5 FM and Legends Barbecue Smokehouse is bringing you more blues and southern soul featuring Mr. Sam, performing hits like Roll It, Roll It. She said jump up, roll it, jump back, roll it. Zydeco some more. Let's go, Zydeco some more. Let's go. Go to work. To the left, y'all go to work. To the left, y'all go to work. And more. Mr. Sam will be in the building at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse Saturday, September 30th. Doors open at 7 o'clock p.m., showtime 8 o'clock p.m. Tickets $10 in advance, $15 at the door. Tickets available at Legends, Cool Cuts, KLEK, and online at klekfm.org. More blues and southern soul just for you with Mr. Sam. Saturday, September 30th at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse, 1025 West Johnson Avenue in Jonesboro.
This event is a KLEK fundraiser.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
It's here, it's here, it's here. The Black Business Expo 2017. The Black Business Expo 2017, sponsored by the Arkansas Black Business Consortium at the Hilton Garden Inn, Saturday, September 30th, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Open to the public. Door prizes given away. There will be a breakfast provided. There will be 2 seminars with information on going into business and financial strategies, as well as the opportunity to promote business specials for the holidays and beyond. Booths are still available. More information at 870-206-5191 or 870-316-7082.
KLEK is starting a new fundraiser which will allow listeners to donate to KLEK while buying groceries. KLEK is a part of the Kroger Community Rewards fundraising program. When shoppers visit a participating Kroger and scan his or her Kroger Plus shoppers card, a portion of the savings goes back to KLEK to help keep it on the air. Details on how to sign up for the program are available at KrogerCommunityRewards.com and at KLEKFM.org. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Peyton DeShazo and Anna Teets and Jack Barron from Arkansas State University. They are here from the Volunteer ASTATE Council, and we have been talking all about, some of the activities that they are involved in, what they're doing, and their upcoming event, which is called Banking Out Hunger, where a lot of the local bank branches are getting involved, and we'll give you more details on that and how you can participate. We want to recognize some more of our Facebook shout outs from Marissa House, so proud of my exec board. Cassidy Richardson, who says, wish I could be there talking with y'all. Go Volunteer ASTATE. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. All right, anyone else have any comments or questions? Please drop it in our Facebook live stream. We'll be happy to address it on the air. I'll let these guys handle all the questions. Okay, so we're going to talk about some of the other nonprofit organizations that you all have partnered with and some of the work that you have done. I know the school year is fairly new, but you all have been busy. So let's talk about the volunteer fair. I saw a posting for that. The volunteer fair was yesterday. So how did that go and what did y'all talk about?
That was an opportunity for any nonprofit in the community to come into the student union of Arkansas State University and set up a table.
Oh, okay.
And just advertise what they do and what they stand for to students.
That's awesome. So about how many organizations that you have participate?
We have probably 10, 15, close to that.
Okay.
A good number.
I know there's so many more in town. Maybe they were just busy or couldn't make it.
Right.
We would love to see all of the organizations really come out and represent, let people know that they're there and they need help.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of students that are willing to get involved. So if there's any nonprofit that would like to connect with the students of Arkansas State, just contact the Volunteer ASTATE members or Katie or anybody. We're willing to get them in touch.
All right, I know there's some organizations that need some help, some extra hands on deck. So please reach out to Volunteer ASTATE, and they are ready and willing participants. You heard it here. Okay, and so there was another event that you all took part in. Well, I say an event, but Hurricane Harvey relief efforts, helping out the victims that were affected. So tell us all about what you did and, how things went with that.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we set up tables in the union, and people could come by, and we had a machine, or there was opportunity for them to put their card information, and they could even donate money from their card, or they could give us loose change, any cash that they had.
Okay.
And all of the money went straight to United Way, and to help out the victims of Hurricane Harvey in Houston, and the money would go towards their food and shelter, or helping them to rebuild their homes and getting them back to how they should be.
All right. So one thing I want to point out that you said the money went straight to the victims and not just some random pot. Like
yes, ma'am.
So that the money went to help the people, and that's really wonderful because there was a lot of concern that if I give to this one organization, where's the money really going? So we're very grateful for I'm so sorry, United Way of Northeast Arkansas, or United Way period.
Mm-hmm.
I have had experience working with this organization before, so I can boost them up as well. All right, so were there other items? Did you collect any other items, like maybe clothing or personal care items?
I know that another group on campus, I believe Kappa Sigma, had theirs for that, and it was like anyone could come and bring them other items to go straight to them.
Now, as we know, there are many victims still out there between Texas and Florida and now Puerto Rico, so people are going to need help for the long haul. So, I mean, this is not, even though the hurricanes have come and gone, the people still need help. So, I mean, if you all have anything else that you're involved in, please let us know so that we can help get the word out as well. We want to help get as many members in the community involved as possible. So, please let us know here so we can help get the word out. All right, so let's talk about some of the other organizations that you all have partnered with. I mean, there's a long list, so I'm not going to read them all. Let's see. ASTATE Disability Services, American Cancer Society. We've talked about the American Red Cross, Arkansas Early Learning. Wow, Crowley's Ridge Development Council, Dare Dreamers. So do you have any other things in the works with any of these other organizations so far?
We're working on something with possibly doing something with Miracle League in the month of October.
Okay.
But that's still in the works. We're not 100% have that planned out yet.
Have you had a chance to go visit the park that they have?
I have, and I think it is so much fun, and it's so pretty, and it's awesome, and I love it.
All right. I've heard a lot about the park, the equipment, and the texture of it's not pavement, it's like a cushy
yes, ma'am.
Something. It's safe and it's soft for the children that have disabilities, and it's very accessible to every child that gets to go and play out there. So what did you get to do while you were out there?
Honestly, anytime that I get stressed, pretty much, I just drive out there, and I don't know. It's just a great...
It's a great place to go hang out.
It's such a beautiful park. The first time I drove by it, I wasn't sure what it was. It was earlier last year, and I pulled in and I realized it was Miracle League, and I was like, wow, that's awesome.
Okay.
It is just, it's beautiful.
Have you ever had a chance to see any children out there playing?
I have not, no ma'am. But hopefully I will when we go help Miracle League in October.
Okay, so please let us know what that event is. We would love to announce it and get as many people involved to come out and participate as well. So I know that you all spend a lot of time behind the scenes doing a lot of work. So about how often do you all meet to discuss, activities or ideas or things like that?
Well, we meet every week.
Okay.
On Tuesday for at least an hour, and then we also have just a setup of a corresponding of emails and a group me, and so we're talking every day. Every day we're always talking, all throughout the night and all throughout the day. So it really never stops, honestly.
I bet your group me is like...
Yeah, it's blowing up.
I bet you probably have a lot of messages now. Since
since we're not texting back.
Okay, hello guys, where are you? Oh my goodness. So outside of what you do with ASTATE, do you seek out other volunteer opportunities just for your own personal benefit, just something else to get involved in personally outside of ASTATE's, volunteer?
Mm-hmm. I volunteer with the Special Olympics as much as I can.
Okay.
So that's a big one that I'm in. It's always a lot of fun.
So what activities do you get involved in with most?
It just depends on what we have going on. I know tomorrow there's a softball tournament in Pocahontas that I'm going to go and volunteer with. So it just kind of varies.
Okay. Do you like to play softball yourself?
No, not really, but...
Don't be modest.
Okay, but do Do you play any sports at all?
No, not anymore. I did in high school, but I'm too busy now.
Okay. Hopefully you can pick back up just for leisure somewhere down the line. Miss Anna, are there any outside of ASTATE activities that you volunteer for?
Yes, ma'am. Well, whenever I go home, I normally help with either our food pantry or we have, there's a high school group and it's called like SIS, Sisters in Service.
Okay.
And I kind of like help things with that for them. And they do a lot of service things like that. Like they have cleanup at the park and they help with Special Olympics. But also, I help with Student Government Association.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm a part of that too, and I do all of the events with them. So I stay pretty busy.
So how do y'all have time to go to class and sleep and eat?
It's very hard. Yep, that's a secret. Don't sleep.
All right, Mr. Jack.
I do go home a lot to help with the Mountain Home Education Foundation.
Okay.
And we actually just launched the Promise Scholarship. And we're on our second year, and it's to provide free tuition to Mountain Home graduates to Arkansas State University Mountain Home.
Oh my goodness.
And so I go home a lot to volunteer and to help with that because I think it's important that we give students who don't have the opportunities to attend college. So
that is amazing. You guys are so amazing. I feel like I'm sucking in life. You all stay so busy, but I know it's going to be very beneficial in the long run. All the lives that you're touching now, they're going to be so grateful, and just their lives are going to be changed. Now, I want to talk about how has being involved in these different organizations, how has it changed or grown or shaped you as an individual? So,
it's been a humbling experience for me personally. I've figured out a lot of the times I take it for granted, everything that I have. So it's just given me a different perspective and made me realize that I'm more blessed than sometimes I think that I am. So,
do you get to talk to your parents a lot about what you're feeling and thinking and involved in, and what is your parents' feedback?
My parents like it. They think it's a good thing.
That's
I think it's a good thing to
wonderful.
get involved with. Yeah, I try to talk to them about it as much as I can.
Okay, Miss Anna.
See, my love for it pretty much grew from my mom because she's a school teacher.
Okay.
And so and she teaches young kids 2nd grade, and so anytime they would have problems or struggles with their home life, she would always reach out and help them personally.
Okay.
And she has a strong heart like that, and so that's where I grew to love it.
Okay.
And it's honestly what makes me happy, and it's what keeps me realizing how much I have, and what's most important is to give back to everyone else.
That's awesome. Mr. Jack.
I think it's kept me pretty humble, and it's grown I've grown as a person myself. I think I'm more matured because I saw that there's other people that don't have it great as others, and so I just want to make sure that I could do whatever I can to help people succeed, especially students our age that don't have anything. I want to be there to, I guess, be a shoulder for them to lean on so I could see them succeed and rise above their challenges that they face. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Would you all like to give a shout out to the other council members?
Well, Cassidy, who's the co-chair of Banking Out Hunger, she's kept me organized and kept me in line with all of this. So she is the right-hand man to Banking Out Hunger. So
go, Cassidy.
And then Hannah Kling is the campus special events chair, so she helps me with my events and stuff like that. We kind of play off each other pretty well.
Okay.
Lydia Ballou, our marketing chair.
Okay.
She's awesome.
So she's the one that's out there pushing the advertisements,
making our graphics,
but stuff like this,
social media and flyers and all the pretty stuff.
Yes. Okay.
And Sarah Bullington, our new United Way chair.
Okay.
I think that was the first United Way chair we have. She is awesome. She has the purest heart that I have ever met.
Yes, she's always the most upbeat person on Volunteer ASTATE, and then Marissa, our president, who's always really supportive of what we do. So
that's wonderful. I'm glad that y'all have such a wonderful team. It takes dedicated, hardworking people that are looking outside of them, that see these different projects is bigger than you. It's not about you. It's about the people that you serve, and I try to get that across to anyone that I come in contact with. They ask me, why do I do the things that I like to do? Well, it's bigger than me. It's about reaching out to someone who may be less fortunate or just in a different position, like you all mentioned, we often take for granted what we have, and we don't realize there's someone else dealing with something else, something different, and they just need a little help. It's not about a handout, it's about a hand up and helping them get over that hurdle, whatever that is for that moment. So thank you all for your selfless acts of kindness and volunteer work and everything that you do for the community to help improve the lives of everyone that you come in contact with. Do you see yourself going out into maybe elementary schools and junior high schools to talk to students about why it's important to volunteer even at a younger age?
Yeah, I think it's really important that the community engagement that there is between any schools or any universities that have a council of volunteering, because I think it's important that we go and continue to talk about the importance of volunteering even at a young age, because people might not realize it now, but once they get older they'll realize that they may not have known they made an impact on somebody, but they did. So,
and you don't realize, like, because of a volunteer, this was able to happen. This event took place. This family was served. Or volunteers make the world go round, I say. There are so many people that work behind the scenes, so we have no clue of the things they do and how it gets done. But I just want to say thank you to everyone out there who's ever volunteered, even in a small capacity. You don't realize, even if you went to an event and you were the person taking names at the door, or you handed out water here or handed out food, whatever capacity you served, you still served. So I want to thank you all for that. So again, we want to go back over the Banking Out Hunger event. We can't push that enough. All the food and money raised goes towards the Arkansas State University's food pantry. So let's talk about that again. For those that may be late joining the conversation, we want to give them more details, please.
So we're hosting the first ever Banking Out Hunger with Integrity First Bank, Iberia, First National, Focus, Centennial, Bear State, Simmons, Southern Bank, and First Security Bank. You can go to any of their branches or their main branch or just where their location's at, and you can donate any type of canned items or monetary donations, and whichever bank raises the most items will win Banking Out Hunger plaque, and will be announced on Saturday during homecoming on our social media pages. And so all money and all cans, if you have any questions, it goes directly to Volunteer ASTATE Food Pantry. And so there's no operation fees or anything of where the dollars will go, because the money goes right to the food. So we think it's projected that $1 provides 4 meals. So.
Oh wow, that is awesome. And so the food pantry for students and faculty is located. I'm going to look up an address before the day is over with, but it's in a building that's next to
the new field house that they just built for
the new field house. Okay, I haven't been around that way, so I apologize. I don't know the street names over there.
I know that it's on East Johnson.
Yes,
okay,
East Johnson.
It is past J-Towns, I believe, on the right.
Okay,
it's a cute little gravel road, and it's right there.
Okay, so it's next to the new field house, and again, the days are.
To volunteer is Monday and Thursday,
okay.
Or to come and receive food. It's from 12:45 to 5:30, and then Banking Out Hunger starts October 2nd and ends on October 12th. And we will be going to all the banks today to be dropping off the totes and money cans.
All right, so if you bank somewhere here in Jonesboro, or if there's a branch with who you bank with, go to your branch, drop off some items, drop off some money in the bucket, help these Arkansas State University students and faculty. You don't realize there are a lot of non-traditional students that have families, and they're trying to make it day to day. So there are so many different people that are being served from this food pantry. And tell us again the number that you served just for September so far.
Over 200 total household people.
Wow.
In the month of September. And that number is on the rise because statistics show that 1 out of 4 college students are considered food insecure. So there shouldn't be anybody going to class or working to make a difference in someone's life to be hungry because of financial needs or just whatever needs that they have. So here at the food pantry, we'll be able to provide that. So we're hoping that everybody in the community takes 100% part of banking out hunger.
Alrighty. And, there are a lot of families that are in school. Students who have families, they have little ones, and then there are times that, they don't have time to either fix breakfast or go get breakfast. They may be in between pay periods. There's all types of situations that prevent them from having everything that they need. So getting the items from the food bank helps to fill those gaps in between times. Do you all have items that can be, say, snacks? So say someone is on the go and they just need something quick until they can sit and actually fix a meal.
We have granola. We have a lot of snack food. We have popcorn, granola bars. We have a lot of stuff.
Okay, and see, people don't realize those are very important as well. Right. Of course, the canned goods and other things for full meals, but then sometimes they need something on the go. They're in between class. I don't know how many of you have to sit through class hungry. It's not a good feeling. You can't focus. Or had to go to work or had to go to an event and you're hungry and you're like, okay, I need to get a bite of something. So this is very beneficial for the students. So please consider helping out. Again, Banking Out Hunger, October 2nd through the 12th at a variety of banks around town, and we'll make sure to post this information on the KLEK Instagram and Facebook pages, so please check it out. We're going to get ready for another break. When we come back, we'll just wrap up and get some final thoughts from the students. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back after these messages.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Every year, millions of Americans get caught up in March Madness. No, not the basketball tournament, but the annual scramble to get your taxes filed by April 15th. Review your returns from the last few years and assess what adjustments should be made to put you in the best position to not owe the IRS any money next year. For example, do you need to adjust your withholding? Did you get married, divorced, or become a new parent? Or make other major changes in the past year? Did you change jobs or earn income from a side business? If you haven't retained a tax advisor to help you with year-round planning, there's no time like now. It's okay to use a retail tax service to file your taxes, but you need to have a professional on call to help you with year-round tax planning. Resolve now to avoid March Madness next year. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Danny Ford, owner of Glen Saint Motors in Paragould, strongly believes in the values of family and hard work with a commitment to the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces who keep America free, providing sales and servicing of Chevys, GMCs, Buicks, and Cadillacs, located at 6345 Highway 49 in Paragould. 870-565-4358. Details at glensaintparagould.com and at klekfm.org. God bless our troops.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
Arkansas Early Learning prepares children up to 5 years old for kindergarten by offering a secure learning environment, qualified teachers at several locations in Northeast Arkansas at no cost. Applications are available at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
Check out the Dorinda Clark Cole Radio Show every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Listen as Dorinda plays the very best in contemporary gospel music and interviews all of your favorite gospel artists. The Dorinda Clark Cole Radio Show every Sunday at 4 p.m. on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Quabila Harden, and my special guests have been Mr. Peyton DeShazo, Anna Teets, and Mr. Jack Barron. I can't thank you all enough for joining me today and sharing your stories and information. I've had a really great time. You've made my Friday really fun today, so thank you all for that. And so we've been talking about the different activities that you all are involved in, the programs that Volunteer ASTATE has coming up and have done, the big one that's coming up, Banking Out Hunger, October the 2nd to the 12th. We can't say that enough. Drop off money and food at your local bank and help your bank win a plaque, for the most money and food collected. Any final thoughts from you all? Anything you want to say to the students out there listening, the faculty, just the community members?
Get involved. Even if you just help a little bit, every little bit helps, and you make a difference no matter what you do. So just encouraging everybody to get involved any way they can, even if it's just a little bit.
Alrighty.
Yeah, a little bit goes a long way. If you have any free time at all, come help, put in some work. We'll find anything for you to do.
Okay.
It's a great experience, and it goes a very long way.
Alrighty.
We want to thank you for allowing us to come on the show today to talk about Volunteer ASTATE. And what I would like to just say is just to get involved so you could be the one to help change someone's life. And we really hope that the community comes together for Banking Out Hunger. And we just want to see this be one of the largest fundraisers so we can continue to do it from here on out.
Alrighty. What better way to show the community that you live in how much you love it by participating in this and any other event. So again, October 2nd through the 12th, go by any bank that's on the list. We're going to make sure to post it so you'll know which banks they are. Drop off your food and money donations and help your bank. You're helping the bank win a plaque, yes, but you're helping the community in which you live in. You're helping the students and the families and the staff of Arkansas State University get the food that they need to help fill in those gaps. They may be in between pay, or we don't know what their situation is. They just may have an emergency situation. So please help out these family students of Arkansas State University because they live and they work in this community. So we need to try to help them out and give back to them as well. I mean, they're going to school to get a degree to hopefully work in this community. So let's try to really help them out. I do want to give some information. So tell where the Volunteer ASTATE office, though, is located. Or maybe an office to go visit.
The ASTATE, or Katie's office, is located in the Leadership Center of the Student Union. Okay. So that's the second floor of the Student Union. And as soon as you get to the top of the stairwell, if you go straight, then it'll be like a lobby area, and then you turn right, and down that hallway is Leadership Center.
Okay. And the phone number to her office is 870-972-2055. So if you would like to talk to Ms. Katie about any of the activities coming up and how you can get involved, please give her a call or go see her. And the room number is 2067. So, all right. So what are some other things? We talked about banking out hunger. We've talked about the blood drive recently. We've talked about, your monthly ASTATE serve. What day of service? No, ASTATE serve day. What is coming up for October?
October, we want to work with Miracle League possibly. And,
Miracle League, that's right.
Get an event going on with them. Also, I know something that we've done in the past that I just thought about was the Humane Society.
Oh.
I know that volunteering and going out and playing with the animals and really just helping out there is something that we've done in the past. So I'd like to do that as well.
Everyone loves animals.
Yes, they do. Yeah, so did you have to clean their cages and walk them and things like that as well?
Just get them out and play with them and walk them and just do all that also.
I'm sure they can use a lot of volunteers out there at the Humane Society. And who doesn't like puppies and kittens?
Yeah, that's a fun. That's one everybody wants to do right there.
It's hard to not go home with them.
I know. And I think that socializing them maybe helps them as well. Whenever someone is looking to adopt, they've had interaction with someone, and so they're more, warm and friendly, and they know how to socialize and interact with whoever they're going home with. So I think that is a wonderful thing that you all are doing out there. So, all right, we want to thank you so much for joining us today. So what do you all have going on for the rest of the day?
School
Going
work.
to class. So we hope you're not missing class now.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So what classes do you have today? We talked a little bit about I don't think we really got into what you're studying. So what are you studying, Mr. Payton?
I'm studying chemistry. I'm going for a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry right now. So lots of math.
Yes,
lots
sir.
Lots of memorization.
All I can say is God bless you. I took chemistry. I took one chemistry class. So I'm like, I'm done with it. So God bless you. Miss Anna.
I am studying marketing and strategic communications with the emphasis in public relations, advertising, and social media management.
Okay, that's a lot. So I know you're just a sophomore. Do you have some idea what direction you want to go in?
Well, I'm honestly either a public relations manager or a marketing manager kind of job. It's just I need something where I can keep talking to people and be creative, and that's what it offers me.
Okay, go ahead on, girl. And Mr. Jack.
Well, I want to stay in the nonprofit world for a little while, but I think eventually I want to be more involved in Arkansas politics, so I could be the change that I want to see. So.
All right.
President Jack.
I want to pray for you and Hayden and Jack. Y'all want to get out there and do. Oh my gosh. But we need people like you that are passionate about what you want to do and want to make a change. So thank you everybody for all that you do, and thank you out there, all the listeners and the ones who tuned into our Facebook live stream. We can't do what we do without your support, so thank you everyone, and I hope that you have a really great Friday. Find something to get involved in. Find an event, an organization, a cause to advocate for, to volunteer for. Every little bit helps, so don't feel like the little bit you do is not enough. It is enough. It doesn't matter what level you can serve and just serve. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a very blessed day, and we'll see you on Monday.